Hello everyone. Okay, my name is Arya Putra Lievi Darwan, and today welcome to my lessons about. Alright, that is correct. We're gonna learn about understanding how to use many, much, and a lot of. Okay, so I'm gonna explaining about countable and uncountable nouns first. Okay, because this is the first important thing that you need to understand. Okay, so have you ever known about how to use countables? Okay, that is good. Countables means that the objects that can be counts. Okay, so what the object that can be counts, such as like apple, banana, chair, and table. Okay, but why the reasons these objects can be count? Because as long as it has the objects, it can be count as countable. Okay, have you ever understand? Alright, that is good. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, how about the uncountable? Have you ever know about uncountables means? Okay, that is good. Uncountables means the nouns that cannot be counts. For the examples, what the objects that cannot be counts? Alright, that's good. Like water, coffee, sugar, salt, and money. Okay, so that is the actual nouns that cannot be counts. Okay, so why if you ever wonder, the question is why money cannot be counts? Because it is the abstract idea of our economy. Okay, as long as money have a lot of type of the objects, it will be count as uncountable. Okay, for example, like money can be shaped like a gold, digital currency, crypto, and etc. Okay, so that is why the money is uncountable. Okay, so we're moving along to the next is about how to use much and many. Okay, to use much and many, we need to understand about countable and uncountable, right? So because you already understand about countable and uncountable, we're gonna use writings such as many first. Okay, I'm gonna explaining about many first. Have you ever know how to use many? Okay, that is good. Many is only used in countable nouns. So as long as the object is can be counts, it will be writes as many, not much. Okay, good. Alright, let's moving along about much. Have you ever wondered about how to use much? Okay, as long as that the objects cannot be counts, we can use much in writing sentence. Okay, that is correct. So everyone's already understands about how to use much and many. But how about the example of the sentence? Okay, the example sentence can be like how much sugar is this? Or for the many, you can say like how many apple in your bag. Okay, so that is the little bit example for much and many. Okay, so let's moving along to the next topics about how to use a lot of. Okay, so this is gonna be a bit tricky, but do you understand how to use a lot of? Okay, so everyone's is a bit confusing, right? Okay, to use a lot of in the sentence of countable and uncountable, like much and many, it's only if the sentence is positive. Okay, as long as the sentence is positive, that is the first one, and the second one is as long as the sentence is not a bit weird or odd. Okay, so you can use the a lot of to be more natural rather than like a formal writing. Okay, so what the example like the a lot of that can you use? Like for example, like you have a lot of friends. Okay, so that is the countables. And how about the uncountable? Same as the previous sentence, like you have a lot of sugar. Okay, you can use that in the a lot of sentence. Okay, all right, have you ever understand about what I'm explaining today? Okay, that's very good that you guys already understand that how to use a lot of, much, many, countable, uncountable. Okay, there is many things that we can learn today. Okay, but first, the last thing about that I need to explain is about negative sentence. Okay, so how to use a negative sentence is in much and many. Okay, you can use like negative sentence. For the example sentence that can you use like you don't have many friends. Okay, as long as the nouns of the friends is cannot be counts, it will be count as countable. Okay, so how about the uncountable? Same as the previous sentence, like for example, you don't have much sugar. Okay, as long as the sugar is uncountable nouns, you can use much, and you can use for the negative sentence like don't. Okay, so I think everyone already understands about the explanations in countable and uncountable. So let's moving along to the next things about. Alright, we're gonna have a little bit questions and answer. Okay, but it's alright, we're gonna answer together. Okay, so there is the 3 questions that you need to answer, but I will give you a time. Okay, alright, are you ready? Alright, that's good. Okay, we're gonna start from the question number 1. But how blah 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 students are in your class? Okay, everyone understand how to use that? Alright, that is correct. You can use many. Okay, because students is, yeah, that is correct, because is countable. Alright, let's moving on to the question number 2. How blah 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 milk do you drink every day? Okay, everyone know? Okay, that is correct too. You can use much. How much milk do you drink every day? Okay, but why we use much? Because milk is, that is correct, uncountable. Right, let's moving on to the last questions about I have blah 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 homework today. Okay, so what is the answer, the correct way to answer this? Okay, that's good. We're gonna use a lot of. But what is the reasons we're gonna use a lot of? Because it's more natural than using much or many. Okay, so that is the correct answer. Alright, that's good. Okay, I have a lot of homework today. Alright, it's good. Okay, so I think that is the lessons that I explaining to you today, and I'm very thankful for the enjoying my video. And if you ever wonder or confusing, you can give it the comments in my video and giving the some feedbacks about what's lacks of my learnings. Okay, so I think that's all I can say today. Okay, what's the reflection that we can learn today? Okay, that is correct. How to use much and many in countable and uncountable, also, and a lot of in positive sentence, and of course the negative sentence is in much and many. Okay, that's good. Alright, so I think that's all my learning video, okay, for today, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.